Hi everyone, this is Tara from Craft and Desert Divas. This is my third and final card that I made for my daughter since she's going away to Girl Scout camp. I thought it turned out nice. I like all the colors that go together. It's a little mushroom, got some little hearts, and says hi, and just overall nice. I thought it would be nice to give her one when she was away. Well, this is the third one, but... Okay, so let me show you how we're going to make this today, how I made it. It's pretty simple. So let me set this aside and go over what I did. I started with just some like cream cardstock. These are the layers I put on. This paper here is from this book here, Casey and Company, Itsy Bitsy. It's really cute. It's like little girl paper. But this one that I used for the card is two-sided. It's like a gray and pink and white. This one's got the same colors, gray, pink, and white. It's got little hearts on there that are really cute that I thought was nice. Let's see. The other ones that I used, let me go over the colors first. I did already make up the mushroom, which I used out of Create a Critter. I used the mushroom here on page 32. I cut him out at 2 3/4 inches. The colors that I used, I did 1, 2, 3 layers. And I used all of those layers from DCWV Matte Stack Neutrals. I showed you here. I've got the colors here. I used like a greenish moss color for his body. I used a gray, which I used for underneath here, and then I used like a coral color, which I did glitter over here. So those are the 3 colors that I used for the mushroom here. I'll go over that again in a minute with the cuts. This first bottom one is cut at 6 1/4 by 4 3/4. The next layer I have on my card here is just a white layer. It's a cardstock, just plain and simple, and it is cut 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. This third layer is the back side of this one, which is cut just 4 by 4. Those are the papers that I all used for this card. Okay, so I already put down the first layer here. I glued it down. This is the second layer, what I'm going to put the mushroom on. But on the plain white one, I did add some Tim Holtz Distress Ink. I love that. With the little dauber, I just daubed it in and grabbed my card and went around just to add a little bit of pink to match the other little pinks in there. I thought it sort of turned out cute. Let's see here. I did those layers. And then let me tell you a little bit about the mushrooms, then we'll put the card together. The mushroom, like I already told you the colors, I did decide to stamp a face on him. I didn't cut out what they had. I used Peachy Keen stamps, and it was the Critter face set, A medium. I thought it sort of turned out cute down there. The glitter, I put it through my Xyron. And I used Recollection Bubblegum. It's a little bit different than the original card. This is a little bit more redder. I wanted to go a little bit more pinker, so I decided to change it up on this card. And I also think I might have used a lighter gray on this second level, but all still from the same card, the cardstock matte stack. So that's the little mushroom. I put him all together. I also did add some foam. Let me see what they're called here. They're called 3D foam squares. I did add them underneath this top layer. I thought it gave it a little bit of dimension look. When you're looking on, you can sort of see that the holes, it's standing up just a little, and I thought it added a little bit more to it, so I sort of like that. And I just cut them out. They're sort of big, and I just cut them with the scissor, made them smaller so that I could put it on. Okay, so let's start assembling the card. So the first thing I did was, let's put the mushroom on here first. Let me put that on here. I already put some of those squares underneath, and I'm just going to peel their backs off. And I sort of have it, I didn't put this down yet because I got some twine to put on. I sort of put it right about here, just up a little so I could save room for the twine. Push that down. I did make these little hearts out of the Cricut alphabet. They're on page 21. I did the shadow. I did them at 1 inch. I just did the shadow and the shadow or the heart, and then I hit the shift for the shadow. And that gave, I did it out of the gray that I used for this gray here. And then I did it out of just plain pink cardstock. And then, of course, I did my Xyron. And that time I used the Recollections blush to glitter up the top. And I did put those foam squares underneath just to pop them up just a little. I don't know if you can see underneath there, but they're popped up just a hair. So I'm going to add these to the card. So let me put those on there. I thought it matched the little pink in the card. I put this one about right here. And let me add the twine. It's just this doodle twine up here. I used the pink and white. It's mixed in there, and I thought it sorted nice. So let me put it on here. I wrapped it about 3 times around and made a little bow. I also like to sort of try to crisscross it to give it a little bit of look here. Let me go one more time around, and then I'll tie a little bow on the front. I hope I did it okay. This time I think we'll put the bow on this side over here. So let me tie this down. Make a little bow here. Sometimes I have a little problem making a little bow. And I'll adjust the holes here in a second. So I might have not did it quite. If I'm going to be able to, no, hold on just a second. Let me redo it a little. I made it too close. Let's do this. Like this. So it's sort of even. I did it a little uneven, then I couldn't get the bow quite right. Let me hold this. Wrap. And I'll wrap this one. There you go. I think this looks better. There we go. That looks a little bit better. So I have enough. If I can stop having it fall apart on me. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that looks a lot better there. Just add the little bow here. And I think that looks good like that. That looks really cute. Okay, then I also did add little dots down here. I'm going to take those off and stick it on here. Let's see here. Papers are going everywhere. Okay, I think that looks good. Let me put it about, let's see here. I want it up just a little. Right like that. I think that turned out cute. Let me cut these off too. I'm going to make the little bows just a little bit smaller. Let me snip off the extra little pieces here too. Hold on. There we go. That looks good. Snip those off. Okay, I got that done. Now, I made 2 of the hearts. I don't know if I said that already. I'm going to put the other one down here in the corner. Right here, like that one. And I got the little tag. These are just little marking tags, and I did do a stamp on it with the color box, the pink on it to go with the rest of the card. I did it again. The stamp high is from Scrappy Mom's Simple Sentiment, something simple for her. I also did use some Distressing the Frayed Burlap just to sort of go around the edges a little bit so it would just stand out a little bit off the card. So let me do that real quick. This is pretty simple. Just sort of add just a little around the edges just so you can sort of see it a little bit more on the card and it pops out just a little bit. I think that looks good just like that. Alright. Then let me get my tape runner here. This time I did the card, the little high, the opposite way. I wanted it to go this way, I thought. So I'm going to put it right about here. I think that looks good. Then I had these little, I don't know what you want to call them, they're little fox pearls from Recollection. I just grabbed a little a pink one there, stuck it sort of to cover the hole. I thought that looked good. And then it's just the little gems around the corner here. I had some heart ones. I took the little hearts, sort of stuck them in the corner. That's little pink hearts to match. The little hearts on the back. I thought that sort of looked good. This one here I put upside down. Right about there. Let's get that straight. Sorry if you hear noises in the background. My girls are home, so you may hear someone calling out Mom and that. Okay, then I added just 2 little rhinestones on each side here to sort of match. But I think this overall is turning out as one of my favorite little cards so far. I really like it. And I did do all the edges. I forgot to say that earlier. I rounded them. I rounded the card. I rounded these ones. I just did them real quick. I like the look of them with rounded on some cards. Add them there. One more here. 2 left and then I'll be done. But I think the card's sort of cute. She'll get high there and see the little high on there. Think of home. And that will be about it. There we go. I think that turned out good. Well, there you go. There you have it. I think it turned out nice. I really, really like it. So the mushroom high, pretty simple and pretty nice. Well, I hope you enjoy it. Thanks so much for watching. Leave a comment. Let us know how we're doing. Thank you. Bye-bye.